Hello, loves. It's Catherine here from Selfunity. Welcome into today's Pick a Card reading. For today's reading, we are going to be receiving messages of guidance from your angel guides. All right, loves. So before we get into today's card and crystal choices here, I just want to take a moment to ask you to please like this video, subscribe to the channel, and if anything comes up in your reading that you select, let me know in the comments down below. It really helps, and I really appreciate that energy exchange for these pick a card readings that I enjoy and love creating for you all. So thank you for that love and support back. All right, love. So we're going to just jump right in today and we're going to see what our card and crystal choices are. And then I do have the timestamps listed in the description box down below. So if you want to skip over this part, you already know which one you're going to pick. You can click on the timestamp down below and it'll take you directly to the beginning of your reading. All right, love. So for pile 1, we have this Sodalite crystal. Sodalite. And let's see what your card is. Oh, we have the 7 of Swords. 7 of Swords with Sodalite. Okay. And then for pile 2, we have the Hematite. You can see some reflections in it there. So we have Hematite. And your card is the 9 of Wands. So Hematite with the 9 of Wands. Okay, and then for pile 3, we have this Red Jasper. With a little bit of quartz running through it. And let's see what your card is. Pile 3 is the 7 of Cups. So we have 2 sevens here. 7 of Cups with Red Jasper. All right, and then let's see what our last pile is. Pile 4, we have the Rose Quartz crystal. Although the pink hues don't really get picked up in the camera, the light source is a little too bright for the rose quartz. But let's see what your card is. Yours is the 5 of Pentacles. So you have rose quartz with the 5 of Pentacles. All right, love. So go ahead and select the card or crystal that is most calling to you. And then you can click on the timestamp down below and I'll see you in your reading. Hello, loves. Welcome into pile 1's reading. So if you selected the blue Sodalite crystal or the 7 of Swords, then this is your reading. Welcome in. So we're going to set this aside over here and we're going to start by pulling some more tarot cards from a different deck so we can get this full outlook on the messages and the energies that your angel guides are wanting to deliver to you. So we're going to start by pulling cards from this deck here. This is the Ostara Tarot, and this card came from the Rider-Waite-Smith Tarot deck. So let's see. So while I'm shuffling, you can ask any questions that you have on your mind. You can ask them to your angel guides, to your higher self, and trust that you'll receive the answers in the divine perfect timing. All right, so let's see what's going on for pile 1. What does pile 1 need to know? Spirit, angel guides. Okay, we got 2. We'll get 2 more. So let's see what's going on. All right, so we have the Page of Wands. Okay, the Page of Wands. I'm going to set this down here. The Emperor. The Magician. Oh, 2 major arcana. And let's see what this card is here. We also have the Queen of Swords. Okay, so I'm actually going to scoot these over and we're going to pull 1 card from Rider-Waite so we can make this a little bit more symmetrical. All right, so what is our last tarot card for pile 1 from the Rider-Waite deck? There we go. We have the Sun. Wow, you have 3 major arcana and 2 court cards. So at this time, you're definitely going through some really big changes, some really big shifts. Keep in mind that we are still in eclipse season. We're also experiencing Mercury retrograde at this time. Pluto is about to go retrograde. So there are a lot of changes happening here, okay? But with the Seven of Swords being your first card and the card selection choice, what I'm getting is I'm getting a couple different messages from this. Okay, so it's interesting because you have a lot of very positive, transformative cards showing up in your reading, but the Seven of Swords is a card that represents this energy of keeping things close to you, keeping things bundled up. It's also bringing up this energy of having a lot on your plate, being very busy, and it can be this very chaotic energy. But it also represents the energy of having so much on your plate, but then not wanting to let go of what you're holding on to, okay? So let's see what else comes up in relation to that with these other cards here. Okay, so what I'm getting overall is that there's something that you have invited into your space, okay? This could be something new, or something that you wanted to receive or wanting to manifest. All right, but Spirit's saying you're holding on too tightly to the things that you have, and that is possibly preventing what you're seeking to come in to your space, to come into your energy field, or just for you to receive it. And it's because the things that you're holding on to very tightly are connected to the energy of what you're seeking is going to bring to you. Okay, so let me see if I can come up with an example here. So Spirit's using the example of a home. Okay, it may not be what you're seeking or what you're wanting to manifest. This is just an example. Okay, so you may be trying to look for a new home, a new place to live. Maybe you're wanting to buy a house or something, or you just need a new place to rent out. Okay, but you're already living in a home. Okay, and you're holding on very tightly to the comfortableness, the familiarity of the home that you have. And in order for you to manifest or to receive the new image of the home that you're seeking, that you're wanting to come into your energy field, you may have to let go of that sense of security that your current home brings you. Okay, so it's like you're trying to manifest a new home even though you already have one. And so the energy that's being affected or that's being influenced here is your sense of security. Okay, and so it's like you're holding on too tightly to what brings you those feelings of safety and security. And it doesn't have to just be related to your home. It could be related to other things that also bring you a sense of safety and security that you're being guided to let go of in order to make room or open up the energy for this new home or whatever it may be to come in to your energy field. Okay, so Spirit's they're not saying if you resonate with that, you don't have to let go of your current home in order to manifest this new home, but there are things that are attached to what the home represents that you're holding on too tightly to that you can let go of to open up that energetic space for the new thing to come in. Okay. All right, let's see if anything else comes up with these cards here. I feel like there's something that you're not seeing with the Queen of Swords here. Because the Queen of Swords is all about deception, illusion. So let's see if we can get some guidance on what this is that you're not seeing clearly. And also with the Magician here, her eyes are they're whited out there. So let's see, Judgment. That card flew out of the deck. We also have the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, so with the Judgment and Knight of Pentacles coming out in relation to, what you're not able to clearly see or what you're kind of missing here, what I'm getting overall is that whatever it is that you are working towards receiving or whatever is trying to come into your space, it will come into your space because you have very positive cards. You have the Emperor, the Magician, the Sun, the Page of Pentacles, and even the Knight of Pentacles represents this energy of success. But it does come from you making energetic shifts in your own life. Okay, it's not going to, like kind of come out of thin air just because. It's more like there's some internal work and reclaiming that you have to shift through in order to clear out the energetic space for what you're trying to receive to come into play. Okay, so a big thing that's coming in here is the belief in yourself, and it's also being tied to energy of worth, okay, especially with the Emperor coming out, and also with the energy of holding on very tightly to things that are connected to what you're trying to manifest and what it represents energetically. Okay, so with the Judgment and the Knight of Pentacles coming through in relation to what it is that you are not seeing clearly, Spirit's saying that you may be reflecting too heavily on the future over the present, okay? And maybe even the past a little bit. You may be reflecting on where you tried to do something like you're doing now, but things maybe they didn't work out exactly as you had hoped. And so you may also be reflecting on that energy a bit. But what I'm really getting is that you're reflecting so deeply on the future moment that you're losing sight of this present moment. The Knight of Pentacles is all about focusing on that first step, or the step right in front of you, the path right in front of you, and taking those baby steps to continuously work towards achieving the overall goal, or to getting to that final destination that you're working towards. Even though the Knight of Pentacles is moving forward, his focus is just on what's right in front of him. Okay, so Spirit just wants me to remind you that by zoning in your focus to this present moment, you'll be able to shift the energy of the presence to start to align with where you want to go in the future. Okay, and Spirit's also saying they're coming in to remind you that you're not going to lose sight or forget about this dream, or whatever it is that you're working towards, or whatever it is that you want to receive. You're not going to forget that, okay, because it's something that you really want. It's something that you really desire. And so you don't have to like kind of mono focus, like keep your focus glued to just that final destination. You can pull your focus in, hone it in, and to start focusing on the baby steps that you need to take, or those action steps, or the internal reflection that needs to happen in order for you to get to that future destination that you're working towards. Okay, we also have the Judgment card here. Let's see what's coming up with the Judgment here. There could potentially be, I don't want to say like fear of judgment, but there could be some hesitancy in you taking these baby steps to get to that future step because of fear of judgment. But let's see, this is something deeper than that. What is this Judgment card about, Spirit? It's in connection to the deception, the illusion. Okay, we have Nine of Pentacles, and we have Four of Swords. Okay, and we have King of Wands on the bottom. You have so many court cards coming out. I feel like this Judgment card is coming out to represent the internal work that you are shifting through right now. It's like what you're trying to receive or manifest or work towards, the change that's coming in. First, it's happening on a very deep internal level. And a lot of the work that you're working through is like these self-created judgments, okay? And there's also this energy of like thinking that you don't have a choice, when in reality you do have a choice. That's why the Nine of Pentacles is here, because the Nine of Pentacles gets to choose, they get to pick. But paired with the Four of Swords, it's showing this energy of, again, that illusion energy of thinking that you don't have a choice. But Spirit wants you to know that you do have a choice. Hello, you are the Emperor, you are the Magician. What you choose will come to be, it will manifest with the Sun there, okay? It just may take some time, and it will require you to focus, to bring your focus back to the present moment, and to stop focusing so heavily on that future moment right now, because you're doing a lot of internal work to prepare yourself and ready yourself for what it is that you're going to receive or experience in those future moments, okay? All right, so I'm going to pull these aside, and we're going to pull some oracle cards. All right, so we're going to pull a couple oracle cards from this deck here. This is I believe the Starseed Oracle. Okay, we'll take those two. And then let's pull a couple cards from this deck as well. This is the Moonolgy Manifestation Oracle deck. Let's see what's coming up. Let's get one more. Okay. All right, so let's see what we have. We have called Soul Gifts and Training. It's time to step up. Yes, you're being called to a new place, new horizons. Wow. Wow, look at that. I didn't know this card was in this deck. Baby steps, action, follow your intuition before it makes sense. Yes, okay. Yes, this makes so much sense. So you're being called to somewhere new, something new, and it's testing you on an internal level, okay? It's kind of shaking things up internally, because where you're being called to go, the steps you're being called to take, the action you're being called to follow, it doesn't quite yet make sense in terms of what is going to actually manifest for you in the future outlook, okay? And Spirit's saying, you can visualize. Yes, this is why the Queen of Swords is coming out here, and the Page of Wands here. You can visualize what it is that you want to experience from these energetic shifts that are happening to you. But until you start taking those baby steps, you won't actually be able to see what is going to formulate, what is going to come into fruition. Okay, and so a lot of what you're being called to do, where you're being called to go, you're going to have to rely on that energy of faith, that energy of trusting in yourself first. Trusting in your soul, trusting in your angel guides, okay, loves? I'm also very drawn to how both of these cards show a doorway here, okay? And what I'm getting from that is this energy of where you are about to step into a completely new world, a completely new life, okay? And in relation to the Seven of Swords, the first card that kind of sets the tone for your whole reading, Spirit's saying that you will not be bringing anything with you from this previous life of yours into this next life experience, okay? And when I say that, I mean it here on a physical level, okay? It's like you're stepping into a completely new persona, completely new identity of who you are. And it's not that it's not who you are, it's that you are finally aligning with who you are, why you are called here. It's saying, soul gifts and training, it's time to step up. This is what you've been training for. This is what you've been waiting for. This is what you've been visualizing and manifesting. And now you're being called to fully align yourself with the energy, the places, the people, the things, the experiences that will allow you to fulfill that divine purpose, that divine truth of who you really are on a soul core level, okay? All right. Ooh, this is like some heavy energy coming in here. And even though right now, it may feel a little bit rocky, there's that resistance with the Seven of Swords where you're holding on tightly to the things you have because you don't know what's going to manifest. You don't know what's going to happen when you finally take these steps and start walking the path of where you're being guided to walk. It's going to be a little rough because you have to shed so much. But once you cross that barrier, once you finally let go, once you release yourself from those binds, this energy of the sun is going to come in and it's going to illuminate the way. It's going to illuminate that path. All right. It's going to show you so much more. Let me pull this card out again. Than the Knight of Pentacles, where you're only seeing what's in front of you. Because right now you're only seeing what's in front of you because that's what most needs your attention, okay? Spirit sees that you're still visualizing, you're still manifesting what you want to experience once you fully step onto this path. But now it's time to step onto this path and focus on what is right in front of you. And then once you focus on that, you do the work that needs to be done with what's right in front of you. You let go of those binds, you let go of those things, the energy that you're storing within that is keeping you from receiving what you're trying to receive, from experiencing what you're trying to experience. That's when the big picture will open up and you'll be able to see things a lot more clearly for what is actually going to manifest on your, future path. Okay. All right. Let's see what these cards are here from Moonolgy. Last quarter moon in Aries, work through your feelings. Yes. Okay. This reading is so in alignment. We also have new moon in Virgo. Trust. I talked about trust. Trust all will be well. Yes. Last quarter moon in Aries, work through your feelings. New moon in Virgo, trust all will be well. So you may have Aries placements in your chart. Maybe you're an Aries or a Virgo, okay? Or somebody with these signs that may be helping you work through this energy, okay? But that's not going to resonate with everyone. So just, just take what resonates there. But if you are an Aries or a Virgo, that's further confirmation that these messages are definitely meant for you. Okay, so let's see what's coming through here. We just had a new moon as well, okay? And we are actually coming up. I think we're coming up on the last quarter moon because we're about to approach the full moon in about a week's time from when I'm filming this. So this can be representative of the cycle where things may start to come full circle for you in connection to the moon cycles. Okay, just because Spirit's bringing my attention to that. So let's see if Spirit says something specific about that. So they're kind of saying it's like where you may be so they're saying you may be trying to follow the cycles of the moon with what it is that you're manifesting. Okay, and so maybe with this past new moon, you set specific intentions to receive something, to manifest something, or to gain clarity on something. And it's around the time that the moon is in the last quarter that you will receive this confirmation or guidance. Okay, they are saying that it may not fully come into manifestation or into your physical experience yet. And that is because you are working through your feelings. Okay, so it's like the Spirit, the universe, has received the intention for what it is that you're trying to manifest, what it is that you're trying to receive. But before you can receive it in physical formation, you have to prepare yourself, ready yourself emotionally and mentally and spiritually. Okay, you have to do that internal work first before you will see it manifest into physical reality. Okay, and while you are working through those feelings, while you are releasing those binds, releasing those ties, that familiarity, that comfortability, and stepping in to this new path of the Emperor, the Magician, following where you're being called to, you have to embody that energy of trust. Trusting that everything is working out exactly as it's meant to. And I feel like you will be receiving signs, you'll be experiencing synchronicities that will be letting you know that you are on the right path. Even if things look a little bit rocky, look a little bit unfamiliar, a little bit uncomfortable externally, there will be signs from your spirit guides that you are on the right path, you're taking the right steps. They'll give you signs telling you, keep going, keep working at it, all will be well. And you are okay where you're at. Okay, you're right where you're meant to be. All right, let's go ahead and pull your last card here. I'm going to pull one last card from this deck here. This is what is this called? Super Attractor Oracle deck. So let's see what your affirmation is. And I'm not going to interpret this. I will leave it up to you to interpret. So what does pile one need to hear? Wow, look at this. I release time and let the universe show me what to do. I release time and let the universe show me what to do. That is a perfect affirmation to close out your reading with. All right, loves. That's it for your reading today. I thank you so much for tuning in. If you enjoyed this reading, please give this video a thumbs up and comment down below letting me know what you most resonated with, what stood out to you, what struck a chord. Let me know in the comments down below. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out on any future readings. And if you would like to book a more personalized reading where all the messages that come through will be specifically just for you, you can send me a DM on Instagram at selfunity, or you can email me at selfunity@outlook.com and we can set up a private reading just for you. All right, loves, I thank you so much once again. Have a beautiful day. Bye. Hello, loves. Welcome into Pile 2's reading. So if you selected the Hematite crystal or the Nine of Wands, then this is your reading. Welcome in. So I'm going to set these aside. And what we're going to do is we're actually going to get started by pulling some tarot cards from the Ostara Tarot deck, just so we can get the full outlook on your energy and see what messages of guidance your angel guides have for you at this time. Okay, so we're going to be pulling more cards from Ostara Tarot, and this card here came from the Rider Tarot deck. All right, loves. So let's see what's going on with pile 2. The Nine of Wands is representing that there may be some kind of decision that you're needing to make, but there could also be some type of like a pushback in making this decision. Ooh, we have a jumper. We have the Queen of Wands. All right, let's get some more tarot before we get into the messages. All right, should we pull one more from the Ostara? All right, there we go. Okay, so let's see what's going on for pile 2. Okay, so we have the Hierophant. We have the Seven of Pentacles. Oh, we also have the Knight of Pentacles. And we have the Five of Swords. All right, love, so let's see what's coming up for you. Okay, so what I'm seeing with these cards overall is that something is being illuminated for you. Something is coming to light. Okay, we also have the light here with the Lion and the Queen of Wands. And we also have the Knight of Pentacles, who is making his upward climb towards something. Okay, but what I'm getting overall is that you may be trying to make some kind of decision, but again, there's like some kind of pushback where it's like you made that decision, but then things came to some type of stop. They came to a halt. They aren't flowing as well, okay? And that's because we have the Five of Swords here, where there may be something that is or was hidden from you, okay? So this pushback may be something that you recently experienced, but now the light is coming in to illuminate why you had that pushback, or why you were sort of forced into this period of waiting and having patience for things to start flowing again, okay? But what I'm seeing with the Five of Swords in relation to the Nine of Wands is that there was something hidden from you, something that you weren't seeing clearly, but now it is being illuminated and you're able to clearly see why things sort of slowed down after you made the decision that you made, okay? There's also this energy where you may be coming to the self-acceptance of something within yourself, okay? So maybe you decided something about yourself, or there's something that you wanted to do, but it may be something very unique, something different, something very original. Okay, it's something that comes only from within you. And so it may be something that not a lot of people quite understand, or maybe they've never heard of this idea before. It's just not their normal way of thinking or being or doing. And so when you brought this idea to others, that may have been the pushback that you had received. Maybe others weren't understanding of the decision that you were making for yourself, or this like new image or identity that you were choosing to embody. There may have been something that you wanted to do or that you want to do, and they just didn't understand why. And that may have been the pushback that you received when you made that decision and you tried to share this with others. Okay, because I'm almost seeing like, you have your one wand here, but then who is holding on to all these other wands? And I feel like they're representing people. And there's like this energy of waiting to hear back from other people, or, maybe you told them your ideas, you told them who you are, and this guy's kind of looking at the ones with a little bit of a concerned energy, kind of a little shady maybe, not understanding, where all the other people are, why they're not catching up with your ideas or what you believe or what you're bringing to the table. Okay, so there is this energy of diving deep into self-acceptance and finding that love and unconditional understanding for yourself, with yourself. Okay, understanding that you don't need the approval of others, because look, they're not even showing themselves there. It's just all their sticks, all their wands. Okay, they're not even showing up to the table to see what you have to offer. Okay, but then we also have the Seven of Pentacles here with all these they're raccoons here, but this is representative of a family. Okay, so it's like the raccoon with all the family members in their home, in their little nest there. Okay, and so in relation to what we just talked about with the Nine of Wands, Spirit's saying that in this new journey that you are choosing to connect with or embrace or embody, even if the people from your past or that are in your present moment don't agree or understand or support you in the ways that you would like them to, there is a family out there for you. There are people that will understand you. There are people that will accept and love you. Okay. And I feel like there are some people that are in your inner circle now that are understanding, are loving. They're trying to understand this change in what it is that you're trying to do. And Spirit's saying, those are the people that you want to be connecting with, that you want to be spending more time with. It's okay if not everyone agrees or not everyone connects with you over this new idea or identity or ideology, whatever it may be for you personally. All right, let's see what else is coming up. I do feel that this is a new beginning as well. And with new beginnings, I often get this message of guidance to remember that this is something new. Okay, and Spirit's saying this too. The thing that you're coming forward with, the thing that you're starting to speak up about or show to the world about who you are, what it is that you have to offer, it may be something that you were settling on or thinking about, reflecting on for a certain period of time. You may have been thinking about this for months or for years before you finally made the decision to stand your ground and embody this idea as truth, or to even start exploring it, outwardly, externally in the open world. And the message slipped away. Spirit saying, so when you bring this idea or share this idea or image, identity with others around you, and this is the first time you're doing that, you have to realize that you've had so much time to think about it. You've had so much time to reflect on it and to come into this grand energy of self-acceptance with this idea. Okay, but you're just now branching out and sharing this idea with others. So it may take them some time to also find that acceptance within this new idea or this new adventure, whatever it is. So just be patient with them as well. Eventually they will show themselves, they will show up alongside their wands there, and they won't leave you stranded, they won't leave you standing alone. Okay, and that's also confirmed with the Seven of Pentacles, showing the whole family there in support. For some of you, this new beginning may be connected to something that you want to do to replace your, to replace like your sense of income, or maybe your career. I was hearing career. And maybe it's something where you're wanting to show up as a teacher in some way, or to guide others. Or maybe you're wanting to go back to school and take take classes or get certified in something new, something that you haven't explored externally before, and you're wanting to start maybe getting certifications for that. I'm really attracted to the plants on top of the Hierophant here as I say that. So it may be something dealing with herbs. There's also the Queen of Wands holding the little branch there. It may be something dealing with herbs, landscaping, gardening, working more closely with the earth in some way, maybe like environmentalism. Something along those lines, okay? But it doesn't have to be. Just, take what resonates. Leave the rest, because this is a general reading. All right, loves, let's go ahead and pull some oracle cards. Let's pull some cards from this deck here. So this is the Starseed Oracle, I believe. So let's see what Pile 2 needs to hear from the Starseed Oracle. There we go. Let's got one more. And we'll take that one there. Okay, and let's also pull some oracle cards from this deck here. This is Moonolgy Manifestation Oracle. Oops. Give it one shuffle. And then let's see what's going on for Pile 2 from Moonolgy. I'll take that one too. All right, loves, let's see what your cards are. Ooh, I love this card. We have the Whale and Orca Elders. Share your song, frequency of sound, diving deep. Let's see, we may have to scoot these over so we can make some room for the oracle cards. All right, we also have Breath of the Cosmos, My Will to Thy Will, Micromanaging the Universe. Ooh, okay. Okay, so with these two cards, what I'm really picking up on is in relation to what we talked about with the Nine of Wands, and the Five of Swords, where there was some kind of setback that you experienced. Okay, and some of you may still be experiencing this. Maybe you've already overcome it. What was blocking you has now been illuminated, and you're able to move forward. You're able to continue that uphill climb. Okay, but no matter what, okay, Spirit's saying this block for some of you may have come from within you. Okay, and so it's this energy of, Spirit's saying, like, maybe you decided to share your song, to share your message, to share your truth with somebody, maybe multiple people. And again, there was some kind of pushback. Maybe they didn't quite understand it, okay, like we talked about. But ultimately, the setback came from you attaching to their misunderstanding, okay? It came from within you, all right? There's this energy where, you're exploring something new, or you're identifying with something new, and you're wanting everyone to get as excited about this as you are. You're wanting them to just jump on board. You're wanting to share all your beautiful divine wisdom, your knowledge with others. You want them to see the light that you see in connection to what it is that you're wanting to speak about, what it is that you're wanting to share about, okay? But Spirit's coming in to remind you that you cannot micromanage the universe. You cannot micromanage, everybody's will or mindset or reaction, okay? You can only do that for yourself, okay? And so there is this important reminder coming through to remember what your soul truth is. That Queen of Wands energy. Stand strong, stand firm in your truth, and stand strong and firm in what it is that you're sharing, because there are people out there that do want to hear what you have to say. They want to hear and receive the medicine, the teachings, the healings of this new venture that you're exploring, on this new thing that you're starting to share with others. Okay, so keep sharing it, but know that you can't control the outcome once you have spoken your truth, once you have shared that with other people. Okay, you have to leave it up to the universe, leave it up to others to make their own connections and assumptions about, whatever it is that you're sharing, about whatever it is that you're teaching. Okay, it's kind of like Spirit's giving me this example of a teacher. When you're in school, you give your, you go to class, you teach a lesson, and then you give your students an assignment to take home that is in connection to the lesson of what you taught them. Okay, but not every student may have understood the lesson. Maybe they needed to be taught the lesson in a different way, a different style than the style that the teacher was teaching it in. And also, not every student is going to go home and just want to do the assignment, want to do their homework, okay? They may get distracted by other things. Maybe they don't have enough time, or again, maybe they just didn't understand. They need more time. They need new ways of seeing this lesson or being taught this lesson before they can come to the understanding of the lesson overall, okay? So just take that into my words are getting jumbled up. Just take that into consideration when you start sharing your message and speaking your truth with others. Not everyone learns in the same way, and also not everyone agrees upon the same things, and that's okay. That's the beauty of life, okay? But let's see what your last two cards are here. We have Full Moon in Cancer. Let your fears dissolve. Full Moon in Cancer, let your fears dissolve. We also have New Moon in Libra. New Moon in Libra. Know you are loved. Yes. Know you are loved. Let your fears dissolve. Yes. Okay, so with these two cards, Spirit is saying you have to keep going for it. You have to keep making that uphill climb, no matter what your fears are telling you, no matter what you're seeing externally from the people closest to you, because something that I'm feeling so heavily in this is what you're sharing about, what you're opening up about. It's something very deep. It's very important. Look at this staircase here on the Hierophant. This is how deep it goes. It's like you've had to climb these stairs. You've had to walk through millions of doors before you reach that tunnel of light. Okay. And this is really in alignment with who you are, what you're meant to be doing on a soul level, on a core level in this moment now. Okay. But because this is something new, it's very unique, it's very original, and it may not be normalized in your current environment or your current inner circle. But, I'm feeling that your current environment and inner circle it may be very small, it may be very tight knit. And so when you start opening up and sharing about this with other people, you may feel called to only do it with those people that are closest to you. Okay, that's totally normal. It's natural to do that, because that's who's around you. But Spirit is saying that these people may not necessarily be the people that are needing to receive your medicine, needing to hear your song, hear your sound, or hear your teachings, receiving your teachings, okay? But because they may not be the ones that are meant to receive what it is that you're offering, when you show up with what you're offering to them, again, they may kind of shut you down, they may push back, they may not understand. And that can, essentially cause you to go into that energy of that setback, choosing not to move forward with this. But Spirit's saying, no, keep going. Let those fears of how they reacted dissolve, okay? Because it's just letting you know that what you're offering, what you're sharing with them is not meant to be received by them. But there are people out there that do need and want to hear what it is that you have to offer, what it is that you're teaching, okay? So it's very important to sort of feel the fear and move past it anyways, okay? Spirit saying, write down all your fears on paper. get them out of your body, get them onto paper, and then let them go. You can let them float away and like make a little boat out of the paper. Let it float away down the river. You can burn it, whatever you feel called to do. And this is also full moon here. We're coming up on the full moon very soon as I'm filming this, and a full moon is a great time for doing some type of releasing ritual or practice, okay? So that can help to amplify the release of whatever it is that you're truly fearing, okay? There's also this energy of needing to face that fear, needing to write it down on paper, because you may just be pushing it away and not allowing it to come up to breathe, which then allows it to be stored in your body, which can have a sort of subconscious control over how you move forward in this journey. Okay, so it's very important to get it out of your system onto paper so you can let it go, breathe it out, and then move forward with what you're meant to be moving forward with and actually working on. Okay, we also have new moon in Libra. Know you are loved. I'm really drawn to the mountain here. It kind of looks like a volcano. I know it's not, but it kind of it looks like a volcano a bit with the clouds up there. So volcanoes may be significant to you. Maybe you live near one or you're visiting one soon. But I'm also hearing there's like this explosion waiting to come up out of you. It's like the things that you're wanting to share about, that you're wanting to open up about, you're wanting to offer with others is an explosion of love. It's something that you are so passionate about, and Spirit's saying you need to start singing, start teaching, start sharing this song with others, and know that you are loved when you do this. When you share the love that you have within yourself outwardly, you are then met with love in return. Okay, but you have to keep at it. You can't just just do it once and then expect blessings and blessings of love to pour in. You have to continuously share your song, share that love, share the wisdom that you have with others. All right, loves, let's go ahead and pull your last card. Now I'm going to pull one last card from this deck here. This is the Super Attractor Oracle deck. These are affirmations. So I'm going to just pull one card, and then I'm not going to interpret it. This will be left for you to interpret. And you can also affirm this affirmation to yourself if you feel called. I always recommend screenshotting it, and then you can affirm it to yourself. Okay, what is pile 2's affirmation? Come on. Okay, we're going to have to pull it this way. We're going to split the deck. There we go. All right, let's see, pile 2. We have the more I attune my energy with appreciation, the more the universe will deliver. The more I attune my energy with appreciation, the more the universe will deliver. All right, loves, that's it for your reading today. I thank you so much for tuning in. If you enjoyed this reading, please give this video a thumbs up and comment down below what you enjoyed most. I always love hearing from you all about how the messages resonated with you. If there's something new that you're starting to share about, I'm still jumbling up my words, okay? If there's something new that you're starting to share about or teach others, let me know in the comments down below. I'd love to see what this new journey is all about for you and support you on it as well. Also, don't forget to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out on next week's reading. And if you'd like to book a more personalized reading where all the messages that come through will be solely meant for you and your energy, you can send me a DM on Instagram at selfunity, or you can email me at selfunity@outlook.com, and we can set up a private reading for you. All right, loves, I thank you so much once again. I'm sending you so much love and healing energy. Have a beautiful day. Bye. Hello, loves. Welcome into pile 3's reading. So if you selected the Red Jasper or the 7 of Cups, then this is your reading. Welcome in. Mr. Kitty has something to say too. I'm not sure if you can hear him meowing in the background. But okay, loves, let's go ahead and get started with your reading today. So we're going to pull some more tarot cards from this deck here. This is the Ostara Tarot, and this card came from the Rider Tarot. So I'm just going to pull a couple more tarot cards so we can get the full outlook of your energy and to see, you know, what the main message is that your angel guides are wanting to relate to you at this time. So while I'm shuffling the deck, if there's anything that you'd like to ask your angels, your spirit guides, your higher self, go ahead and take a moment to ask that question now to yourself and trust that you will receive the answer in the divine's perfect timing. All right, love. So let's see what's going on with pile 3. So we do have the 7 of Cups, and this is a very positive card. This is the card of opportunity, the card of abundance. My left ear is ringing. Something new coming in, many new choices, positive outlook, positive path. Okay, so we got 5 tarot. Let's see what's going on. All right, so we have the Hanged Man. Okay. We also have the 5 of Cups. We have 2 cups. We have the 4 of Cups. Wow, lots of cups. Emotions may be running high. We also have the Queen of Wands. This came out in pile 2's reading. And we also have the 9 of Swords. All right, loves, let's see what's going on. Okay, love, so pretty straightforward. Your cards are pretty straightforward, straight to the point, so let's get into it. So what I'm picking up on is that at this moment, there's so much beauty, joy, love, abundance, opportunity surrounding you in your present moment, okay? But something may have happened, or maybe like a series of events or a continuous buildup of emotions have prevented you or are preventing you from being able to see all the opportunity and all the abundance that is available to you at this moment. Okay, the Hanged Man is all about shifting your perspective. And because we have the 5 of Cups and we also have the 4 of Cups, let me put these next to each other. With the 7 of Cups setting the tone for your reading. That's the very first card, and that's the card that you selected to listen to this message with, okay? It's representing that you may be in this energy of seeing the glass half empty versus half full, okay? You're also looking away from the opportunities that are being presented to you. Look, it's like she's being handed a cup, this new opportunity, but she's looking away from it. She's remaining in her comfort, what she knows, staying close to home, okay? And same here, he has all these opportunities in front of him, something pouring out, this beautiful opportunity pouring out in front of him, but he's covering his eyes. He doesn't want to look at it, okay? Let's see if we can get some more guidance. What is this Queen of Wands, 9 of Swords about? For some of you, this opportunity or this path that you're wanting to take or that's being presented to you may require you to take some type of action. And it may be a challenging action. It may be something that may create a little bit of stress. Maybe you don't have all the answers or all the resources to complete the action. And so instead of trying to come up with solutions, you're just looking at, you know, what you don't have versus what you do have, and the like there's this message coming through about how you're looking at what you don't have, even though you aren't recognizing that you do have the resources and the skills to overcome this challenging situation that you're facing, okay? It's just that it may be a little bit more of a challenge. You know, it may require a little bit more effort or creative thinking. You may have to come up with a new way of overcoming that problem. I'm so sorry if you can hear my cat. He's really chatty right now. He's got a lot to say too, which also brings my attention to all the cats on this card actually. So cat energy, cat symbolism may be significant to you, or lion or cheetah. That looks kind of like a cheetah. May be significant to you in some way. Okay. But yeah, Spirit's saying you do have the resources or the skills to overcome this challenging situation. And it's not as complicated as you're thinking it is, or as you're making it out to be. Okay, I'm seeing for some of you, you may just need to ask somebody for help with this situation too. You may need to ask somebody for a shift in perspective. Okay, so maybe you are keeping this problem or this challenge really close to yourself. You haven't really opened up and shared much about it with others. And Spirit's saying, you know, if you just reach out and share this challenging situation with somebody close to you, just by letting them know what's going on, they may be able to offer you some guidance or a shift in your perspective as to how you can overcome this or face it head on. All right, I feel like we should pull some more tarot cards because this is like very straight to the point. So let's get a couple more tarot cards. I'm going to pull some from the Rider Tarot deck. Let's just see, what else does pile 3 need to know about this situation? We'll just take those two. Okay, we have the Fool. Just the Fool. And there we go, the 5 of Cups again. Yeah, you're really laying it on yourself. The Fool. Maybe something unexpected happened. Maybe some type of loss. This could be maybe something with finances. I'm drawn to the pentacles here on the tree. But it definitely generated an emotional loss. Okay, that's what you're feeling very heavily right now, is some kind of emotional loss. But it could have been triggered by either like a business deal or some type of financial deal that didn't work out in the way that you had expected it to. Okay. There's also possibly a loss of a relationship or a loved one. But this to me feels more connected to some type of challenge that you're having to overcome physically. Okay. Something that required you to take some type of action step, or to do something, to research something, to learn something, and then you tried to apply it in some way and it didn't quite work out how you expected it to, and you've just been really hung up on how it didn't work out how you expected it to, versus trying to come up with a new way to try again. Okay, just because it didn't work out that one way doesn't mean that there isn't another way for you to pursue this path, this project, this opportunity. Okay, we also have the Fool, which is the very first card in traditional tarot, which means this is representing that there is some type of new light that can be shed over this challenging situation or problem that you're facing. I'm really drawn to the dog on this card. It's very rare that I see the dog in different tarot decks. Usually people change the animal, but dogs may be significant to you in some way. Oh my goodness, Mr. Kitty has so much to say. He's talking up a storm, bringing in the messages. Okay, loves, let's go ahead and pull your oracle cards now. We'll get some more information on this from the Oracle deck. So I'm going to pull some cards from this deck here. This is the Starseed Oracle deck. So let me give it a couple shuffles. Also, you may be seeing sequences of the number 5 or 7. Maybe even like you may be seeing the number like 4, 5, 6 or 4 so 4, 5, 6 or 5, 6, 7. Okay, 7 is just coming to mind. All right, so we have baby steps, action, follow your intuition before it makes sense. Yes. Let's get one more and then we'll interpret the messages. I'll take that one. We also have lost lands, soul memories and gifts. You've done this before. Soul memories and gifts. You've done this before. I'm also going to pull, well, we'll interpret these first and then I'll pull more cards from this oracle deck here as well. I'm going to, I'll leave that one there, but I'm going to put this one away so we have room for the oracle cards to go there. Okay, so baby steps and lost lands. This is interesting energy coming in because I feel like Spirit's saying you've been taking these baby steps, you've been following your intuition before it makes sense, but you may internally be feeling as though it has let you down. Oh, let me bring that into the frame. I didn't know that was kind of out of there. Let's see if we can fix that. Okay, there you go, loves. I zoomed out a little bit for you to see the card. Okay, but yes, I'm feeling as though you've been taking these baby steps, or maybe not even baby steps. Maybe you've been taking grand gestures, you know, doing the big things that you're being called to do. But something went astray or didn't quite work out how you had expected it to. And you're very much glued to that quote unquote mishap, you know. Okay, Spirit wants me to tell you it is not a failure. Okay, it's not a failure. Repeat that to yourself. You did not fail. You can still keep going. You can still keep trying. You can still keep working at this. Even if it's been days, weeks, months, years, you can still keep working at this. Okay, if you're still thinking about it, if you still feel passionate about it, you're still interested to follow down this path, then this is something that you are meant to be pursuing. Okay? But Spirit is coming in and saying the way you've been pursuing it may have to change, may have to shift. Okay? There needs to be some type of shift in your perspective here. And that's where we receive that guidance to, you know, let somebody in, tell them what's going on, tell them what went wrong, and try to get a different viewpoint on it. You don't need to get advice from them, but you need to see this situation from an outsider's perspective, okay? Because right now you're only seeing it from this one lens. It's like you have those rose-colored glasses on. Everything is rose-colored, and you can't see that there are different colors that also exist in this world, okay? You're just like, everything is red, everything is, you know, just this one color, but there's so many other colors, there's so many other opportunities, possible paths that you can pursue to achieve what it is you're trying to achieve. Okay, I feel like for some of you too, it's like maybe you feel you've been following your intuition, but it's like Spirit saying to go deeper. It's almost like they're saying you've been following a false sense of intuition. Okay, so maybe you're not aware that you've been more so operating from a lens of, I don't want to say ego, but possibly a bit of ego has seeped into this pursuit, this journey that you're trying to pursue or create or be a part of. But it's also like this lens of expectations. Okay, so maybe you've been doing things based on how others respond to what you're sharing and doing, and not really connecting with your true intuition and doing things because you feel called to do it. Okay, it's like you do something and then you wait to see how others react, and if they react positively, then you continue, you know, doing that thing because you relate what you did with their positivity, and you're like, oh, they love that, I should do more of that. Okay, but by doing that, you're disconnecting yourself from your intuitive calling, from your truth of what you should actually be doing. Okay, it's like you're not doing it for yourself anymore, you're doing it for the other people and, their perceived reactions. So there is this need to also hone your energy back into yourself and to do something just because you feel called to do it, even if it doesn't make sense, okay? Let's see if anything else comes up with this lost lands. You've done this before. I feel like for some of you, you feel as though you have to start over. Let's bring that Fool card out again. This is the card of new beginnings. It's almost like you've reached the end of the tarot deck, the major arcana. There's 23 cards in the major arcana deck, including the Fool. Okay, it goes from 0 to 22. And it's like you've reached the end with one cycle of this path. It doesn't mean that this path is done. So it's almost like I'm going to give the example of operating within a niche. Okay, you've chosen one specific niche and you've been pursuing that niche in a very specific way, very organized, laid out way, and you've been doing the same thing to create this sense of consistency and to get consistent results from it. But you've reached the end of that organization that you've created within this niche, and you reach the end with that, the major, in comparison to the major, the world 22. Okay, and now you get to start over again, 0 with the Fool. You get to bring in new ideas, new ways of doing things with this niche. Okay, but you may be grieving the loss of that previous organized path that you were following with it, and now it's like you get to level up in a new way, or you get to try something new. And so this saying, you've done this before, they're saying ultimately you've had to start over in some way before, or to start not necessarily start something new, but continue on with something that you were working on in a new way. Okay, you've done this before and you can do it again. And that's where you will find all that abundance, that bliss, that joy, that peace that you are missing out on from staying attached to the perspective that, things just aren't working out. Excuse me. Okay, let's pull some more oracle cards from Moonolgy Manifestation. So let's give it one more shuffle. So what does pile 3 need to know from Moonolgy Manifestation Oracle deck? Okay, we'll take these 2. Let's see. We'll put that on top. We have New Moon in Pisces, attuned to the divine. I almost said, I didn't say it, I held it in that I was feeling Pisces energy coming through, and then this came out. New Moon in Pisces, attuned to the divine. We also have New Moon in Cancer, relax. Yes, that's basically a summary of your entire reading. This is the guidance of what you should be doing, attuning to the divine within yourself and creating time to relax. Okay, I know we didn't talk a lot about relaxation, rest, rejuvenation. All right. And so now Spirit's saying, in order to attune to the divine, to come back to your own intuition and not the intuition and reaction of everyone else, but coming back to yourself, in order to do that, you are also being guided to enter into a period of rest, of relaxation, of self-care. You've been really focusing your energy on where things didn't go right and trying to manipulate a new outcome, create a new outcome, or you're just processing that loss, that grievance of, where something didn't work out as you had expected it to. And so you're being called to come back into yourself and attune to your basic needs as a human. Okay, so really ask yourself, what do you need in order to feel this sense of peace, feel this sense of joy. Again, my left ear is ringing again. What would make you happy right now in this moment? Okay, I just heard somebody needs to eat some ice cream, eat something sweet. All right, maybe you need a spa day. Maybe you need to go get your nails done, get a fresh haircut. Maybe you need to go to the grocery store and buy some nourishing foods or take yourself out to a restaurant. Just do something for yourself that allowed you to enter into the feelings and emotions of relaxation and feeling cared for. And this will naturally help you flow into the energy of your own divinity, of hearing what your intuition is trying to tell you, what it's trying to guide you to heal from everything that you're processing right now, this grievance, this loss that you're facing, that you're battling within. All right, and it will also help to show you where you can try again or where you can try in new ways, okay? All right, loves, let's go ahead and pull your last card. So we have, what deck is this? The Super Attractor Oracle deck, and these are just affirmation cards. So we're going to see what your affirmation is, and I'm not going to interpret this. I'm going to leave it up to you for interpretation. And if you feel called to, you can screenshot this so you can, look at it later, affirm it to yourself, whatever you feel called to. All right, so this says, each time I choose to tune into spirit, guidance of the highest truth shows up for me. Each time I choose to tune into spirit, guidance of the highest truth shows up for me. Yes, tune into spirit. Not everyone around you, not everyone else's reactions, perceptions. Tune in to spirit, and the guidance of the highest truth will show up for you. All right, loves, that's it for your reading today. I thank you so much for tuning in, and thank you for staying with me through Mr. Kitty's meowing and chatting. And also, I apologize for that beeping at the end. But thank you so much for tuning in. If you enjoyed this reading, please give this video a thumbs up and comment down below what you enjoyed most. Let me know what you're going through. If you need a little extra support, I would love to support you on this journey. Also, don't forget to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out on next week's reading. And if you would like to book a more personalized reading with me where all the messages that come through are meant solely for you, you can do so by sending me a DM on Instagram at selfunity, or you can email me at selfunity@outlook.com. All right, loves, I thank you so much once again. Have a beautiful day. Bye. Hello, loves. Welcome into Pile 4's reading. So if you selected this beautiful rose quartz crystal or the 5 of Pentacles, then this is your reading. Welcome in. All right, loves. So for your reading today, we are going to start off by pulling some more tarot cards from this deck here. This is the Ostara Tarot, so we can get the full outlook on what your current energy is and what messages of guidance your angels are wanting to relay to you today. All right, love, so while I'm shuffling, if you have any questions that you'd like to ask your spirit guides or angels, go ahead and take a moment to ask those questions to yourself now, and trust that you will receive the answers in the divine's perfect timing. That card wouldn't go back in, so it must be meant to come out. All right, so I'm going to pull a couple more tarot cards, and then we'll get into the main messages of your reading. So what does pile 4 need to know today? We're going to take the bottom card. What does pile 4 need to know? I feel like your cards, they don't want to come out. The deck is, it's like tight. It's like holding on to the cards. Let's get 2 more. All right, there we go. So we have the 8 of Cups. So we have 8 of Cups. We also have the 5 of Pentacles. We have the Strength card. We have the 9 of Pentacles. 3 of Cups. All right, pile 4, what's going on? We also have the Magician. And then we have the 8 of Cups again there. All right, let's see what's going on, pile 4. I feel some heavy energy coming through with the 8 of Cups, 3 of Cups, and the Five of Pentacles there. All right, I feel like at this time, you're going through an emotional situation, okay, a challenging emotional situation. It can also be very much connected to your sense of security, your stability, maybe your finances, okay, maybe you're seeking financial support or seeking to receive more abundance or finance or some type of security or stability. And it's interesting because you have the Five of Pentacles with the Nine of Pentacles, and these are two very contrasting energies, okay? It's like the Five of Pentacles is about not having enough, but also not realizing what you have and working with what you have. And the Nine of Pentacles is all about living this life of luxury, being able to make a choice as to what you do, what you take in. So I feel like for some of you, this energy feels very much connected with pile 3's reading, where it's like you may feel as though you don't have enough, or you're like yearning for more than what you have. But because you're so focused on what you don't have, you're losing sight of the truth that you do have everything you need, okay? But there's this energy coming in where it's like you want more. You want to be the magician. You want to, what's the word? Like wield the energy to bring you this Nine of Pentacles energy, okay? But something isn't working out. Something isn't quite working out how you expected it to, okay? And you're being asked to really tap into your inner strength with this. Dragon energy may be significant to you in some way. Man, let me pull some more tarot cards. This energy is, it's interesting here. Let's get some more guidance on what is happening with pile 4. It's like very contradicting. Let's get one more. This is from the Rider Tarot. Oh, we got 2 more. Okay, so we have Justice. We also have the Devil. 2 major arcana. Wow, we have the Magician again. And we have King of Wands. Okay. Let's make some room. We'll put those side by side. And we'll put Justice next to the King of Wands. Okay. Yeah, it's like... Okay, I'm seeing very clearly now. Okay. Yeah, some of you are not accessing your full power. You're not accessing your full potential. All right. You're getting very much focused on this energy of what's not there, what isn't present. And by doing that, you're allowing yourself to remain trapped in an illusion. You're not realizing that you have so many resources and also so much wisdom and skills within yourself that you can wield the energy exactly how you're desiring it to, okay? But I think for some of you, you're getting very caught up in your emotions because we have the Three of Cups and we also have the Eight of Cups here, okay? And the Three of Cups in traditional tarot, it generally represents the energy of celebration, okay? It's like a very positive card, but I believe in Ostara, it gives more of a like sullen energy, more of like this, like a wary energy, okay? But here I feel like Spirit's wanting me to also show the conflicting energies with the cups, just like we did with the pentacles here. So this is like a celebratory card. And then here we have the Eight of Pentacles, which is a card of having choices, but feeling distraught, feeling unable to make that choice. Okay, and I feel like that's the energy that you're embodying in connection to the Five of Pentacles, where you have so many choices, you have so many resources, so much wisdom, so much skill, so many connections. Okay, I mean, you have the Nine of Pentacles here, you have choices available to you. All right, but you're getting caught up in some type of emotional, distraught energy of thinking that you don't have choices, that you don't have options, that you don't have a way out. You may be feeling trapped. And so there is this need to shift your focus, shift your mindset into realizing that you are the magician and you have so much strength, so much wisdom, so many opportunities within you. And you're like the King of Wands. It's like you're the King of Wands, but you don't even know it. And you need to tap into that king-like energy, tap into that queen-like energy, and, do what you're being called to do or what you're wanting to do. You can make this happen. Whatever it is you desire, you can make it happen. Whatever it is you're feeling stuck in, you have the ability to pull yourself out of it. We have the Justice card here. I feel like for some of you, this Justice card could be connected to another person. Maybe you're feeling trapped in some type of connection or relationship. It could even be like a job or like your career path. Maybe you feel as though you have to stay in this space that you're in. But Spirit's saying you don't have to. You have so many choices. You have so many opportunities. And just start with what you know on the base level, okay? So you're wanting to shift this energy in some way where you're feeling in this Five of Pentacles energy, you're feeling as though you don't have stability, you don't have security. You're feeling a little bit emotionally distraught. You're feeling trapped, okay? And you're feeling that way because you're wanting some kind of change. You're wanting to move out of this. You're wanting to have opportunity. You're wanting to have that joy again, that celebration for life once again. But you may be asking yourself or telling yourself that you don't know how to pull yourself out of this situation, when in reality, Spirit's saying you have many options. And so they're saying to start with the base option. It's almost like you're looking at the bigger picture and not looking at what's right in front of you, and you're getting caught up in the, getting caught up in the like the length of time or energy that it may take for you to complete that big picture moment, to reach that end goal of what you're actually seeking. Okay, it's also going to require a lot of effort, movement, in order for you to shift out of this. Something's going to have to change. And it doesn't, I know I said it's going to require a lot, but it doesn't have to require a lot. It can require those baby steps, those little steps of just doing what you're able to do in this present moment. And you already know what that is. There's something on your mind as you're listening to this that you're thinking of doing. And you know what the first step is. And that's the step that you should be taking in order to get yourself out of this energy of feeling trapped, of feeling distraught, as though you don't have a way out. Okay, you know what that first step is, and you need to take it. When the king has to make decisions for the entire kingdom, he doesn't sit waiting around for someone to come and tell him what he needs to do. He goes to the places, the people, he puts into motion things that he needs to do to get what it is that he most desires and wants. The same with the magician. The magician wields the energy, whether it's physically, whether it's energetically, emotionally, mentally. They wield the energy to bring forth and create the alchemy that they're wanting to create for themselves, for their reality, or even for others. Okay, there is this message of like vengeance coming up. Okay, just because we have the devil, we have justice, the magician. It's like maybe someone's feeling a bit vengeful. And Spirit's saying to just be mindful of that. All right. Let's see if there's any guidance and connection to that. Spirit's saying to more so bring the focus back to yourself. Okay, because if we look, we have individuals on every single card. Here, except this card and this card, which is like the beginning and the ending. And so you may be feeling vengeful towards somebody, and these are both the more This is the card of sort of like lack, scarcity, unable to see clearly. And this is the card of feeling trapped, feeling an illusion. And there's also the Justice card here, where you yourself may be wanting to bring justice to some kind of situation. And Spirit's saying to just be mindful of any vengeful emotions or calls to action that may come up, and to try to shift your focus away from that energy and to channel it more into yourself and to chasing the opportunities or creating the abundance or magic that you're wanting to create within your own life for yourself. Okay, let the universe take care of the person that you're feeling a bit vengeful towards. Okay, let the universe deal with it. You don't have to. Take that off your plate. All right, let's go ahead and pull some oracle cards. So I'm going to put these aside so we can make some space for the oracle cards. So we're going to draw some cards from the Starseed Oracle. I also feel like some of you, this comes up quite a bit, but some of you may be going to like a court setting, and maybe like the dealings with the court is not moving along quick enough for you, and you're getting a bit spiteful and wanting to sort of take matters into your own hands. And Spirit saying to just have patience. Yes, we have Star Keeper, cosmic ancestor, seed the light by staying grounded. Yes, let the ancestors, let the universe deal with the outcome of the situation and stay grounded in your own individual truth. Okay, the universe will have a far better karmic serving than you can come up with on your own. All right, trust in the universe's plans for this individual and for yourself. We also have activated earth, power places, ley lines, trust where you're led. I'm seeing that some of you are wanting to move to a new place. You're being called to a specific place on earth. Maybe a place where you can better see the stars, better see the elements of space and the moon more clearly. So maybe you currently live in like a city environment, or maybe like a suburban environment, and it's very difficult for you to see the stars at night. Like maybe they're kind of washed out. You could see a few, but you really want to see like the entire galaxy. Okay, so that's a very specific message for someone. I'm also seeing that in connection to that, you're feeling as though by being able to see the star system, the solar system more clearly, you'll have this deeper connection to yourself, to your soul, to this magician energy that's coming through. So I'm also getting though that some of you may be unable to currently move, maybe because it's in connection to the message about having to deal with the court system and you're unable to move and you're having to stay put for a little while. And so Spirit's saying, if you're able to maybe take a trip, you don't have to physically move there yet, but maybe you can take a trip, like a day trip or a weekend trip, just to get away so you can fulfill this yearning to admire the stars, to admire the galaxy system without any lights blocking your view or blocking your connection. Okay, that's a very interesting message coming up, but I love it. You're also being guided to trust where you're being led. Like it says right here, trust the path that you're being guided upon. Okay, there's a lot of mixed energy here where it's like sometimes things are working out and then sometimes they're not. You're also trying to fight your way out of something. You're trying to get out of a situation that you're feeling trapped in. And so in doing that, you may be receiving intuitive guidance or feeling called to new spaces that you're a bit unfamiliar with, a bit uncomfortable with. And Spirit's saying that's okay. You have to trust where your intuition is guiding you to, because where you're at right now, things aren't fulfilling you in the ways that you are hoping that they would. You're realizing that, you're not receiving the sense of stability, the sense of security, or those celebratory emotions that you're wanting to feel and embrace in your everyday, Okay, so understand that in this new path, or where you're being guided, or as you're making these changes and tapping into the abundance and the opportunities that are present for you to tap into and to make those choices, it's going to require you to tap into a space that you may have not been connecting with for a long time. And it can feel a little bit uncomfortable at first. But as long as you continue trusting yourself and taking those baby steps to those spaces that you're being guided towards, eventually you'll develop a new comfortability for this new space, this new embodiment, this new magic that you're feeling called to tap into. All right, let's go ahead and pull some more oracle cards from this deck. This is Moonolgy Manifestation Oracle deck. So let's see what Moonolgy wants to tell us about for pile 4. Let's see, what's the last card, Spirit? Okay, we'll take that one. All right, so we have full moon in Scorpio. Breathe through the tension. Yes, breathe through that tension. You will get through this. We also have, 2 Scorpio. Last quarter moon in Scorpio. Reveal what needs to be seen. Okay, so we are actually approaching the full moon in Scorpio, which means we are coming up on the last quarter moon in Scorpio. If we're not in it already, we may already be in the last quarter as I'm filming this and when I share this. Okay, so big changes and revelations are going to be presenting themselves into your conscious mind as we come up on this full moon in Scorpio. Okay, I also want to point out we have 2 Scorpio here. So you may be a Scorpio or have heavy Scorpio placements in your chart. Somebody you're dealing with may be a Scorpio or have heavy Scorpio placements in their chart. And then Spirit's also saying that what you're working on changing here, the energy that you're shifting out of, may not come to not necessarily a close, but where you're feeling very comfortable once you've moved out of that energy where you're feeling trapped. You may not feel completely healed or completely tapped into this new energy until we reach Scorpio season, which is, when is Scorpio season? Around, I believe it's in November. I think it's October to November. Okay, so around October time, around Halloween time, is when you'll start to feel completely healed, feel completely connected in this new environment or this new energy, this new embodiment that you're wanting to shift into. If some of you are trying to move to a new place, it may not happen or fully come to a close until around Scorpio season, or maybe even just right before Scorpio season. Some of you may also be seeing scorpions, all right, because we have that big scorpion right there. But let's see what else is coming through with this. Yeah, there may be something hidden from you. And it may be that you're hiding it from yourself because you may be trying to protect yourself from what you're experiencing in this moment, okay? Because again, we had the 5 of Pentacles here. We also had, where's that card? The Devil energy here, that energy of feeling trapped, feeling stuck. I lost the message. Yes, and because you may be so focused on this and not recognizing the abundance, the opportunity, the joy that surrounds you, you may be missing sight of something that needs to be revealed to you, okay? And you may know this on a conscious level too, because we have these 2 cards here, the 9 of Pentacles and the 8 of Cups, which represents needing to make a choice. And it's that you have to make a choice, but you may not quite know what that choice is yet or how you're going to make that choice or pursue it, okay? And there's something that is still being revealed to you or something that you're still working through so you can tap into it and reveal it to yourself, okay? But again, I feel that with the last quarter moon and the full moon coming up so quickly, this is going to be illuminated in your consciousness very soon, and you'll be able to start activating the steps that you need to shift out of this energy here. All right, loves. I'm also hearing to go near water. Water is very healing. You may need to go to a water source as well. There's also water on the activated earth card here. But all right, let's go ahead and pull your last card. So I'm going to pull one last card from this deck here. This is the Super Attractor Oracle deck. And these cards are just affirmations. And I'm going to leave this up to interpretation for you. Okay, so I'm not going to interpret this, but if you feel called to, you can screenshot and affirm these to yourself as you feel called. And you actually have two fall out, so let's see what they are. I let an inner sense of quiet multiply each day as I strengthen my faith in the love of the universe. I let an inner sense of quiet multiply each day as I strengthen my faith in the love of the universe. You also have, when I'm grateful for what I have, I can feel good along the way to what I desire. When I'm grateful for what I have, I can feel good along the way to what I desire. Yes, embody that energy of love and gratitude, and you will go so far as you're dreaming of. All right, loves, that's it for your reading today. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you enjoyed this reading, please give this video a thumbs up and comment down below what you enjoyed most. Let me know what it is that you're working through. If you feel called to share that with me, I'd love to be of support to you on your journey. Also, don't forget to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out on next week's reading. And if you'd like to book a personalized reading with me, where all the messages that come through are meant solely just for you, you can send me a DM on Instagram at selfunity or email me at selfunity@outlook.com, and we can set up a private reading for you. All right, loves, I thank you so much once again. I'm sending you so much love and healing energy. Have a beautiful day. Bye.